Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Divinity Original Sin 2. Alright, let's go talk to this guy. Might as well.
A young man in oversized armor paces around a table covered with a spread of maps, his face a tight scowl of frustration.
So like I mentioned before, he is the scoundrel vendor. He's also a polymorph vendor. He also has a fire arrowhead, I'll take that. And yeah, I'll go ahead and buy those. Also, I said I was going to do crafting. I lied. I just didn't do it. Anything else of worth? There's a pretty good shield, but I don't care about that. That's it. Alright, well, let's,
Screams. Echoes of death.
just pay for it. We'll use money.
Gareth,
Oh,
please come
there
back.
is Stardust and Bone Dust. Oh, that's what we need. Mortar and pestle. And these arrowheads. Alright,
Mother.
perfect. Alright, I'll, accept those. And we'll continue.
Every approach blocked. Oh, damn it. What good are battle tactics against those things anyway?
He glances up. In quick succession, he becomes aware of both your presence and the fact that you're not a familiar face.
Who the blazes are you?
None of your business. Say that you're a sorcerer, you fled from Fort Joy.
A sorcerer? Indeed. I should have realized.
Yeah, I mean, one of us does have a collar still.
A seeker can always recognize a sorcerer when they see one.
Pause then say that you met an elf named Virtus in Fort Joy's dungeons who mentioned a group who might seek you out.
You met Verdus? Oh, then he's as good as dead. We're the seekers he spoke of. We were supposed to free him. Instead, we've failed him.
Mention that Virtus seemed to recognize you as the same as him. Does he know what that might mean?
You? A Godwoken? Surely not. Though if Verdus said so, you could be important. But there's no way to be certain until we've left this blasted island behind us.
Say that you're fine with that. The sooner that you can leave this place behind, the better. I also already know about Godwoken, so I'm not going to ask about it.
The young man anxiously fidgets with his curved bow. You've found a matter close to his heart, evidently.
That's easier said than done, I'm afraid. Much easier said. The Magisters have us cornered. They have these weapons called Shriekers. If we try to go against them unprepared, we're dead. We've lost many already.
Ask who they are and what... Oh, sorry. Ask just what these Shriekers are.
They were sorcerers once, but after whatever perversions the Magisters subjected them to, they're death incarnate. If they can see you, they can kill you, instantly.
That is not a lie.
After we retreated here, our leader, Sir Gareth, set out looking for some ancient weapons that could counter those things. Then we could break the Magister blockade and escape this island. But he hasn't returned. If Sir Gareth doesn't come back with those weapons in tow, well, this island will be our grave.
Say that you'll look for Gareth and these weapons, if that's what it takes to get off this island.
You'll help us?
His shoulders visibly relax, the weighty armor upon them settling with a clink.
Thank you. Allies are in short supply in this place. If you help us, I promise, we'll get you as far away from this place as possible.
Take a leave. Okay.
Gareth, please come
Didn't
back.
give me a pop-up. Alright. Well. So some of this is out of order, but we found a purging wand in the Vault of Brachus Rex. This should be able to defeat the Shriekers that block the escape route from the island. Of course, we haven't actually been told that a purging wand is what we need. But yeah, it is true. A purging wand will destroy a Shrieker. It's one of the few things that can destroy a Shrieker. You can attack it from range, and it won't take any damage. It seems these weapons are from an ancient era. They date from long before even the time of Brachus Rex. We learned the Magisters are protected by Shriekers, horrible living weapons that crackle with swords. It would be unwise to attack them head-on, but there must surely be something that can defeat them. We should keep watch. We should search for Gareth. He might know how to deal with the Shriekers, even though we already know what deals with Shriekers. Signs of resistance. It seems the Seekers are without their leader. We should try to find Gareth in order to learn more about the group. It seems possible that the dissident elements among the Magisters are in league with the Seekers. We should track them down and learn more about them. Okay, that's weird. Most dangerous when cornered. We learned that the leader of the secret expedition, Gareth, is missing. We ought to try to find him. We learned that Gareth had left to find powerful weapons to aid the Seeker's escape. He hasn't returned. We have arrived at the hideout in the Hollow Marshes. The lizard guarding its entrance, Bahara, has welcomed us inside. We've learned that if we're to stand any chance of getting off this island, then we need to find a way to get past the Shriekers. There must be some way to overcome them, and we need to find it. It seems that Gareth will be able to lead an escape to break through the Magisters and escape the island. We need to find him. Alright, so that's the gist of it. Real quick. Let's go. Alright, so no weapons. Got a million potions. I can make some rain scrolls if I really want to. Okay, I don't... Oh, right. That's right. I need to make, So if I combine this mortar and pestle with, these skulls, they'll make bone dust. If I mix this mortar and pestle with the stardust herb, it makes stardust. If we mix stardust with bone dust, we get pixie dust. If we take that pixie dust and combine it with small venom runes, or two of any same rune, you make an upgraded version of that rune. It's also a primary ingredient for some other stuff, to say the least. Alright, so just wanted to take care of some of that. I can make rain scrolls if I really want to, but I don't think I really want to give up the materials for that. Alright, so at this point, let's go out the back entrance just in case there might be anything useful. And then we can just go from there. I'm not sure what ringing the bell does, if anything. Well, we're gonna grab this pumpkin. Walk around a bit. See if there's anything else of use. Alright, nothing of use. Okay. So, there's the hideout. There's the mysterious cave. Let's head for the gargoyle maze next. Actually, do we want the yeah, gargoyle maze should be okay. Teleport back to here. Go out the other way. And we'll auto-sort this and see if there's anything else I would like to... We could definitely make a bunch of potions right now if we really care to. But I'm not too worried about it. Well, level 7 now, we got some pretty good gear. Yeah, we got a level 6 Dwarven Mace. The flaming pigs from before, we can actually do part of a quest, and by curing them of the curse. And if you cure them of the curse, there's a quest you can do beyond it, but that requires Pet Pal. So I'm trying to look around, see where we're supposed to go. This way, actually. We can climb up this way. And this will take us... Yeah, sometimes the lighting gets a little weird around here. Oh, there's actually a bunch of things we still need to do. There's a Void Woken up here. If you fight the Void Woken here, after the fight you'll get that voice again. But I don't think it's going to happen now since we've already talked to the god. Grab some shrooms. I know I have like all this stuff that's like being packed up, like potions and scrolls and stuff, and it may seem like we don't really need them. But it can, it really does end up being pretty helpful. Usually it's more for like emergencies, or if I go to areas that are just tougher. Because once we get beyond this island, you can go in a lot of different orders, and you can fight things that are much stronger than you.
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you. Its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins to speak.
You are not Brachus Rex.
I'm not sure what happens if you don't have the ring, because I've never, ever gone through the maze on purpose. So, show the gargoyle the ring of the Source Game.
Welcome home, Master.
That takes us to here. And we get we still get to keep the ring. And some source.
Your inmates have long awaited your return, Your Highness. Welcome back.
Thank you. But first, I'm going to grab that. You can actually talk to one of these statues and it will kick you out. That's a way to get out of here if you need to, if you don't want to just teleport. Anyway, there's Gemford over here. He's got a crumbling skull. Crumbling skulls can be used to open some of these doors. A lot of these doors can't actually be picked. They have to be opened with these fancy little skulls we got. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just bypass the doors. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I see what you did. Okay, I see what you did. I understand what you did. Okay, go ahead and follow me. Oh, I can't connect now because we're too far away. Okay, that's fine. So, this is the area we kind of briefly explored a while ago before going into the mysterious cave. So we're just going to go around this way.
Careful now. That's a trap.
We can just soak the damage, it's fine. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything lootable. Doesn't look like it. Knockdown arrow, crafting Bible. Look, it's either we've read that Bible or we've already got those recipes. Anyway, this is white armor, but it's definitely a big upgrade. We lose some crit chance, but that's fine. Kinda need some tankiness. Identified stuff. Unidentified ring. Alright, back-to-back Lucky Charms. Alright. So we'll go meet up with, connect yet? Still not here? Alright, go here, please. There we go. Toy wooden block and another crumbling skull. Okay. Good stuff. Give me that arrow, please. Thank you. We'll eventually need to go back and get some oil, find some oil to make an explosive arrow out of that, but that's fine. Identified staff, level 6 staff, and then a blue ring, huntsman, fire resistance, and 14 magic armor. We'll go ahead and drop the pyrokinetic ring. Okay. So with that taken care of, trying to see what all my options are. Okay. Let's go open that door.
These skulls crumble to dust after one use.
That looks mighty nice. Let's take a look at what we got. Unidentified two-handed sword and a shield. Level 6 shield. Okay. Put that there. Alright. 23 to 26. No air damage. Some strength and some hit points. It's not terrible, but it's not really an upgrade. It's kind of a weird side grade. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'll just teleport through here.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
Well, I hit some weird traps, but it didn't really matter. Oh, oil. Fine with the arrowhead we got. There you go, thank you. Make the arrow later. Yeah, there's a bunch of little twists and turns you can go through in this place. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit this hatch.
Careful! I've
I'll
spotted a trap.
force Lose to teleport with me. And I'm gonna go and loot this real quick. So yeah, from here you can actually teleport down here and hit that waypoint and go to straight to that cave. Don't really need to worry about that right now though. Alright, teleport to there. Actually, I mean, for the most part, you don't really need to go through any of these routes here. This is just to get a little bit extra loot.
Another skull crumbled to bits.
Alright. That person has hellfire on them. Alright. These guys are all on fire, and they are immune to fire.
Fire! It burns! It won't stop!
One of those missed. So that bug where the pop-ups don't happen, it's now just going ballistic on me. That should calm them down a little bit.
Please, help! The flames will burn me forever! Get back! Brachus Rex has decreed none of you may approach him!
You're frozen. You guys just got back up.
Please, help! The flames will burn me forever!
Glory is mine.
Alright. Explosive arrow. Didn't get very much experience, but it was explosive arrow. And of course there's skull piles, which means there's a chance of proccing Lucky Charm. I don't think casting Bless on him is going to do anything, but I'll try it anyway. Nope, didn't do anything.
Please, help! The flames will burn me forever!
Pretty much if you talk to her, she's just going to say the same thing over and over again. Being like, oh, I'm so screwed. And I'll be like, yeah, you are. Alright. Did this end up being mostly a waste of time? Probably. Is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think I am. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start making our way back.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Okay, I don't have any more of those, but that's fine. So I can just do this. Teleport you across. Okay. Well, after all that's been said and done, let's dive right into here, shall we? Don't think there's So yeah, the 3 jars that we broke, they belong to the 3 people that are here, that are now dead. And one of them has the key. Pixie dust. Grinding bones, grinding crush, grind them skulls, breaking squash. Bones to ashes, skulls to dust, this magical recipe to song in trust. Find the flower, pick and tear, grind the star-like flower ahead. Plant and petals, grind to dust, this magical recipe to song in trust. Mix me bones, mix me dust, stir bones and stars to pixie dust. Blow on runes, charm, bewitch, this magical recipe ends like this. So, you would learn the recipes I just showed at the beginning of this part, so yay, I guess. And there's the key. Fate worse than death. We destroyed the soul jars, the undead can no longer revive themselves. So I'm guessing they'll probably just keep reviving themselves if you're not careful. We showed the necromancer ring to the gargoyle at the entrance of the maze. It thought we were Brachus Rex and we were teleported to the tower. So yeah, that made that entire quest be like, you know, a non-issue. Which I like. I like the fact that it rewarded me for my efforts. So yeah, pretty much this place is completely safe now. Hello, crossbow. Did we just get a bow upgrade? Yes, we did. Look at that damage increase. It does have -1 movement, but it does have 5 accuracy and +2 finesse. So we're at 22-26 right now, and now we are 43-46 and 100% accurate. So that'll be useful. Alright, we need something to put on top of that. Be careful about your party member. She has a tendency to step on switches that you don't want to step on.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Yeah, those are the traps up there. Not a big deal.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Yes, yes, I know. Alright, got everything here. Got that, got that, got that. Alright, we can definitely teleport in there if we need to. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. We'll get that on the way out. For now, let's just loot some stuff.
This won't be of any use.
Shrine of the Seven.
Among the long crumbled remains of the temple that must have once sheltered his shrine, the stone effigy of a god seems to invite you to put your hands in his.
So this is just another location where you can get the events that lead you to getting the bless ability. Okay, so that's locked, so we need to get the key for it. Cutting board and some trousers. Teleportation scroll. Jar of mine maggots. Do we have a grenade? We do not. We need to go buy a grenade. So we'll need to remember to do that. If you step in the Iron Maiden, you'll start taking damage. Legend of the Blood Rose. Legend tells of the most precious rose, the Blood Rose, prized by kings and men from ancient times. The Blood Rose only grows only in soil suffused with suffering and fertilized with filth. In the day of Brachus Rex, the rose was grown using methods esoteric and vile. The only methods proven to grow the rare blossom. The perfumer Awano persuaded Brachus to bury the bones of the tortured dead within a deep cave. He sowed the seeds within their empty skulls, watered with the tears of the tortured living. In such a soil, the blood rose flourished. Scholars say that even today, were you to find this mythical cavern, the roses would grow there still. Okay. We'll learn more about blood roses later. And we just got another crafting Bible. Okay, more scroll recipes. Okay. There's an undead in there. Worm Terminal skill book, but we already know that spell. that's a zombie. Here, I'll move you in too. Okay, that kind of worked. That's brutal. Alright. What's funny, the last time I fought that zombie, it moved, I was trapped, and so I wasted my turn, and the zombie moved up right in the line of that fireball, and notice that the fireball kept firing even while combat was going, and it wasn't based off turns or anything. So I just stood there and let him die, because he just kept getting hit by the fireball over and over again. Anyway, let's go take care of some other stuff. Still need to find a key. We'll you can stay chained, that's fine. Hello, gloves. Alright. What do you got for me? Strength-based? Awesome. Critical chance and water resistance. Perfect. We're good to go on that front. Okay, look at that. Like, somewhat upgraded now. Anything else? Grab that. The art of the Lucky Charms to know what lootable boxes are everywhere. Okay. Tattered blueprint. Upon this page is drawn a blueprint of a tome or vault of some sort. Underneath the drawing, the words are scribbled seemingly at random. The words illusion and Brachus Rex are circled multiple times, and an arrow points to a particular room. The words soul jars are written along the length of the arrow in tiny letters. So this is another way to figure out about the vault, if you hadn't already learned about it through, 12 different other means. Penny bun. I think we read that book. The healing effects of the penny bun mushrooms are well known all over the land, although you never expect it from a small brown toadstool that seems to favor dark and damp places. This inconspicuous fungus will happily cure whatever ails you. So now this is how you can learn about the healing potion if you didn't already know it for some reason. First aid skill book. That's actually useful. Heals target for 68 vitality and cures crippled, knockdown, blind, silence, bleeding, burning, poisoned, and diseased. Pretty good actually. So I will take it. It can also the rested status effect can actually cure a bunch of other things as well. So that's actually kind of useful. And we just found an epic crossbow. Okie dokie. We'll look at that in a second. So yeah, I got that from a row of books, by the way. Like, literally, just loot everything. Lucky Charm can proc on any of these things. It's insane. Alright, we'll check the chest last. I'll go ahead and learn this, because I can. Crafting Bible. For those who don't know, the reason why it looks like I'm constantly opening the right-click menu and closing it is because my mouse the right-click on my mouse will sometimes double-click, and that screws up everything. The chanterelle is known as an elusive mushroom. It's said that Chanterelle was once a shy, beautiful woman who was pursued by so many suitors that she fled to the forest and begged the gods to hide her forever. Ever obliging, the gods turned her into a mushroom. but it said that those who drink its extract can hide nearly as well as she did. I believe that makes the invisibility potion. Yep. All may not be as it seems. The ability to change from one form to another has been the stuff of myth and legend for as long as people have told stories. While he does not rush to judgment for Cranley Kubert, the idea seems potentially heretical. He does, however, seem deeply fixated on the possibility that a man in... Oh, we read that one. Okay, good to know. And... Little Book of Big... Yep, we already know about this one too. Alright, cool. But most importantly... Epic Crossbow. Alright, so this is an upgrade. Finesse, cripple, plus 20% critical chance, and plus 5% accuracy. It also has an empty rune slot. It actually does less damage because of the fire damage was removed, but that's okay. I'm actually okay with that. Let's go ahead and manage runes with this. We'll give this a... plus 9% air damage. So there you go, a little extra air damage. Nothing too special. But now she has 26% chance to crit though. Can't complain. Alright. And then in here is a barbarous axe, more stuff that can be messed around with. Okay. Let's identify that shield. Guardian Angel. Stats are kind of irrelevant.
I heard something. Something seemed to move into place.
Alright. That puts us to here. That seemed to turn off the trap. And it also opened the door up there. Alright, let's open this door. Actually loot these skull piles here. Good thing we did. Like I said, loot everything if you have Lucky Charm. Plus 1 Constitution, plus 1 Hydrosophist. Okay. We'll, you know what? You can have it. There you go. Now you have 112 magic armor.
You approach a decrepit well and stare down into its toothless black mouth. No sooner has your head crossed the rim than weak voices begin to echo from the depths.
Thirst. Dry throats. Drink. Water. Water.
Alright. Have some water. It's Losei's favorite spell.
The well is now filled to the brim with fresh, cool water, but what it has brought to the surface quickly evaporates any wish you may have had to quench your own thirst. You see the tangled remains of 3 corpses, a mixed mass of bones and skin from which 3 skulls protrude. They address you in unison, their voices a drone-like blend.
We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We thank you for the end of torment.
Say that it was your pleasure. True thirst is a horror.
A horror, yes. To die of thirst. Forever.
to find hell at the bottom of a well.
Tell them you'd like to know who it was you saved of sorts.
We are the brothers of Baladur. Truth speakers, wish granters, dream readers. 3 brothers, 3 sages, thrice cursed.
Ask if they can read your fortune.
Nevermore, nevermore. Not since we displeased mad Brachus Rex. The truth we spoke, his fortune told. No divinity would he be. And so he entangled our bodies and cursed our throats. Smote the truth-speaking 3. We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. We ask you for the fare.
Ask what the fare is they are asking for.
The fare, the toll, the levy. The people of Baladur must be buried with coin. Coin for the pathkeeper that leads the dead to the kingdom beyond. Spare us coin. Grant us coin. The more you pay, the further the pathkeeper takes us.
Say you're ready to pay their fare.
Sweet savior, friend of death and fiend of life, how much will you give?
Be generous and say their afterlife is worth a Mad King's ransom.
We thank you again. We bless you again. The wealth of the depths is yours. Pathkeeper, keep us. Pathkeeper, guide us. To the long-awaited kingdom we will go.
Laden with a burden of the coin you gave them, the brothers of Baladur sink back to the bottom of the well. Whether they will find their kingdom or languish in the dark, wet depths forever, you cannot foretell.
Alright, so we just got Divine Right, which is a 16 magic armor ring that provides +2 area surge, +1 pyrokinetic, and +5% fire resist or air resistance. So we'll go ahead and equip that. Yoink. Alright. Can I talk to this rat? Hey, rat. Squeak. Alright. Little sidetrack. Definitely worth 150 gold. I mean, that ring we just got was 399 gold.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Yeah, I know about the traps. Alright, epic belt. Never a dull moment. Okay, let's see what we got. 21 physical armor plus 4% critical chance. I would love to equip that, but I'd like to keep my lucky charm as high as possible now, because this is ridiculous. So now you have 30 critical chance. You have higher critical chance than the person I've been trying to build up wits with. So there's that, I guess. Stone Rod, and a 45 skill book. Alright.
The air around the glowing relic thrums with power, as the source barrier quietly crackles in the background.
Call up your source powers and focus them on the relic.
The hum of the relic grows louder, and bright light starts to spill from its runes. Cracks start to spread across the surface, and it shatters like glass.
There we go. So that used up our source point, and it also got us a bunch of experience. And we're nowhere near a level. Closed circuit skill book requires 2 source points to even use this thing. But if you use it, it does AoE around you, but it also makes you immune to air so you don't hurt yourself. And does 2 turns worth of shock. You know what? Go ahead and just give it to her. She's the one that's going to be using it. I didn't realize you had skill points. Oh, something to note, some of the higher tier spells require additional slots. Something to be aware of. Rhymes of the Ranger. We already know this one. Actually no. Even though we already know the recipes. These rhymes in this book are mostly rubbish apart from the 3 lines that you add to your recipe book. With a dagger razor sharp from a long branch she did craft, a straight and narrow arrow shaft. Frostbrim. From all things metal, shape, and mold, a rune frost with water cold to summon magic, add the dust, and make it truly marvelous. So yeah, I would need metal, water, and pixie dust to make a frost rune. Alright. Let's grab these next. Note. Whirlwind skill book, which I already know. Magical spear we don't need. An epic helmet. And we just got a frost rune. Good for us. Alright. A finesse helmet. We actually need an upgrade for her, so I guess we're going to drop the Super Saiyan here for now. Does finesse, scoundrel, and +1 Hydro Sophist. Oh. Hide the helmet for now. Alright, so part of the... remember what I said about high strength? It allows you to open things like the sarcophagi. If you don't have anyone high enough strength, you will actually miss out on getting the items that are in here. Like, Hands of the Tyrant. We found some armor called the Hands of the Tyrant, part of a full set, it seems. The armor has a strange aura to it, almost like it bears some sort of pestilence. So it poisons you. Alright. This little venture was definitely worthwhile. We got tons of stuff from this. So our next step will be to continue doing side tracks until I'm forced to do nothing else. Alright, we need to go... I say need, but this is actually all side quest. But this, well, actually it's kind of like with the Fort Joy stuff, how you handle the Shriekers. That there's like a Shrieker blockade that we'll eventually see. It's how you handle it can be dependent on what sort of quest you do. Obviously, we actually have the means to go through right now with the wand. What is it called? The purging wand. But another way to do it is with other items that can do the same effect, or if someone happens to be super powerful and can help you out in that formal fashion. Anyway, I'm just teleporting so I can pull Lose down here. Trying to grab what I can. Rhymes of Scribes again. I can deduct some recipes from this book. Let's see. No, we already know this one. We've read this one already. Okay, and I think I have a little bit of time, so let's go ahead and just knock out some crafting while we're here. I'm just seeing what else I can make. Make some bone dust. Let's do that. And we can make some pixie dust. We can also make a frost rune. Do we really want a frost rune? No, not really. I mean, it would be an upgrade, but it's not something... It's not a type of rune that I'm super interested in. I would increase the damage by 11. Oh, the damage updated. There it is. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to worry about that then. So, none of those. Obviously, we can make a long branch. Oh, you can actually do this. Oh, that speeds up things a lot more. Armor, arrows. Let me click for some reason. Yeah, we'll make it. Why not? Okay, and then some new recipes we haven't done yet. All these resistance potions, you can actually split them and do things with. Resistance. I'm just seeing if there's any others we can mess around with. Nope. Okay. So we'll just do some combinations. There we go. And then I can actually split these. I'll make large resistance potions. So the thing about the resistance potions is the when you upgrade them to higher levels, they actually last less, a shorter duration, but they definitely provide plenty of resistance to the point where you're probably going to get healed by certain elements. Alright. And that should be about it for right now. Well, actually, one thing we can do is we can go back to the sanctuary real quick. Did you have
He
grenades?
works the damaged rapier, trying to straighten the blade.
No, but you do have other stuff. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Ba-doop, boop, boop.
So long as Gareth returns.
Oops. Boop. Alright. Give me all that. Is there anything else? Oh, actually, yes, there is. Give me that, and... yeah, that's all I want. Can I get 3 gold? Maybe? I can find something else to sell. Sure, I'll sell 3 of these. There we go. Thank you. Take your leave, and I know someone here had a grenade. I think it was you, Exter.
Sir Gareth, did you find any sign of him?
Don't care. Anything else of note? Bone dust and stardust. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy the stardust. Bone dust I'm not that concerned about.
Smoke and screams. Echoes of death. Gareth, please come back.
Alright. I think that's everything.
Hear my prayer. Protect these poor souls in their time of need.
Get rid of the Dale grenades.
Wished Bonnie Baron, now don't you cry.
And see them
Okay, cool.
The birds
Pay a little
are
bit of
asleep,
money, that's fine.
the moon's
Take our leave.
high.
Okay,
They said
Auto
in
sort.
Sora, you're safe in bed. So close your sweet
Definitely
eyes.
trying to get
Rest
a
your
large
head.
collection of knockdown arrows, because those are super useful. Speaking of knockdown arrows, antler plus knife equals knockdown arrowhead. Alright, and then with all that taken care of, just go into here. Grenades, mine back at grenade, thank you. And knockdown arrow. Okay,
and screams. Echoes of death.
I went ahead and bought the other empty grenade because I know later on I'll be picking up another maggot thing. And someday maybe I'll use them. Okay. That should take care of everything for now. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. When we come back, we'll check out that one cave. See you guys later.